Uh, Howdy, y'all. We're gonna start a little bit early, why not? How's it going? Welcome to another stream. Today's just gonna be chill. So howdy, welcome. It's I don't know. It's been a long week. It's not quite over yet. I've still got a very long day tomorrow, so I wanted to fit in something today. It's honestly mostly going to be a Zatsu stream more than anything else, but I wanted to just kind of hang out with y'all. I missed I missed you the past couple of days. So how's everyone doing? How's you? Hope you all had a good week. You know, it's Friday. Welcome, you made it. You made it through the week of hell. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's hot. It's hot out. It's kind of nasty. I'm just very tired. So I figured to nice chill, just maybe leveling some alts, getting some weeklies done. Right now, what I'm trying to do more than anything is check out what's going to be happening later this week. We are currently in the state results round, and then I think Monday, it's Monday or Tuesday. Maybe Sunday, I don't know. My days are all messed up right now. But yeah, we've got a new round of housing going up here soon, and it looks like there are plenty of options this week. So it's really going to be a matter of trying to decide where I think I would have the best chances. You know, I really wish that I had a little bit more gold so that I could kind of spread it around between a couple of alts. But I think even if I pooled all of my money together, I'd really only have enough to probably put in for one and still be able to make the rounds for actually paying for the estate, right? I think it's $1 million that I'm going to need to actually build the thing once everything's up and ready. So yeah, but it looks like this round there's a lot more open than there was the last time. Well, I say a lot. It's still Balmung. It's still Balmung, so there's still only, I think, 4 or 5 options that I've seen so far, including that one that we just looked at. There's a couple of really good ones in Ul'dah, though, that I'm kind of eyeing. I think maybe I need to take a look and see how much my alts are worth. I didn't realize, I don't know how long it's been there, but there's a free company chest, like, just in the towns, right? I was walking through Hawker's Alley in Limsa doing my Rising event stuff, and I was like, wait a second, has that free company chest always been there? Huh. So, you know, worst comes to worst, it looks like I might actually be able to share a little bit of money between my alts. If I can get like 35 million between everyone, I might be able to do it. So we'll see. I've got 2 days. I've basically got 2 days to try and make a little bit more money and try and do my best guild-wise to try and put in for 2 houses. Try and maximize my chances as best as possible. You know, there's a lot of options in terms of mediums and stuff, so you know, I'm just kind of doing what I can. But yeah, I think the one in Ul'dah is probably, there's a couple in Ul'dah that I'm kind of eyeing. In fact, one of the estates, like, it's in the subdivision, which isn't great, but I mean, honestly, when it comes to RP venues, people don't really care too much about like the subdivision divide or anything like that. So I'm not super worried about it. Let's see, was it 15 or was it 17? It wasn't either. And the nice thing is there are actually a couple that it looks like are up that are only available to private buyers and not FC estates, so hopefully that'll spread the sum around a little bit more. But yeah, last time there were like 400 entries for a medium. It was the only medium up, so yeah, it was pretty stiff competition. But yeah, this one, I mean, I think we all know this plot if you're an RPer, because this one actually tends to be a pretty popular plot for lots of different things right here. And I think the GPO studio that kind of inspired me to make one of my own, I think, is this plot too. I think it's, what is it, Studio Shade? I think it's over on Ether. Yeah, you know, I was looking through a bunch of the different photo studios, and I think they had this plot as well, and it turned out really nice. They're one of those studios that have all of the additional rooms taken up with some additional things, so Yeah, a lot of different options, but you got this one, and then there's another one. There's another one that's like right in the center. It's like right in the brimming heart, and that's a full 20 million. So, you know, if I try going for that one, I might not be able to put in for a second estate, but it's gonna be close. Let's see here. Was it? But it was another really, really nice estate. But yeah, you know, I've just been trying to keep an eye out. You know, all of these went up for demo this past week while the lottery was going on. And when that happens, you know, it doesn't go up until the next lottery, right? Like, it's not like it's instantly available for purchase. So it actually helped me out a little bit to try and make a little bit more gold. But yeah, you know, aside from that, it's just been pretty chill. You know, I'm not even really playing Once Human all that much lately. It's just been, I just haven't had enough time with the real job and all of that. Thankfully, here in a couple weeks, the new schedule will go into effect and I will have set days off and we're going to be able to play. But, you know, it's caused some strife between like me and my best friend. Like, I'm going to be taking care of his cat, right? Which I love his cat and I love taking care of him. But, you know, he's quite a bit older and, you know, going through some health problems. So my buddy's like really insistent that he's fed like at a certain time in the morning. 7:30 in the morning, right? Which I can do on a day off. That's not a problem. But you know, a couple of the days that they're going on vacation, I can't do it because I've got like full ass shifts, right? Like they used to work me 4 or 5 hour shifts. I can power through that. I can go feed the kitty. But I can't do it on an 8-hour shift, right? Especially because I have to be up like an hour before they normally would feed him to actually get dressed, drive over there, all of that. So like tomorrow they wanted me to get up and feed him, and I'm like, I've got like an 8-hour shift after that. Like I won't be at my home for a solid 12 hours straight if you want me to like feed him at this set time in the morning, right? Like there should be 6 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon that I'll be gone. Like I can't do it. So yeah, you know, and it's not my buddy's fault. It's not the cat's fault. I love his cat, so I'll take care of him the rest of the weekend. Yeah, it's really just the fault of the job for running us on a skeleton crew and not replacing people that we had lost. So everyone's like getting slammed with a bunch of hours. It's weird because I feel like I'm the only one that wants fewer hours, right? It's I guess a good problem to have in a certain way that I'm able to do that. But yeah, it really annoys me when they like double my hours out of nowhere because they just don't have enough coverage. And it's like, that's not my fault. I'm not the one that hires people, man. That's a manager's problem. You know, I'm only available this much, so have fun. So yeah, you know, and it was just unfortunately bad timing, but you know, I'll make sure that his cat's getting some extra love those extra few days, and yeah, try and do my best on the days that I am able to help. I just feel bad because I mean, you know, I talk about my best friend quite a bit here on the stream because I love him and his cat, but you know, it was causing a little bit of conflict because he does love that cat. I don't blame him because I love the cat. But you know, work is work, and yeah, it's when it starts getting in the way of other things, and it's time to put in a new availability notice, which I have done. So that's that. Yeah, it was just, I don't know, in the past couple days, it's just been, yeah, you know, I try not to be negative on stream all that much. Like I rant about the retail job because I feel like everyone that's ever worked retail likes to rant about the retail job. It kind of comes with the territory, right? Like we all know it sucks, right? But yeah, the past couple of days, it's just been particularly bad. It's just been, you know, some of those customers and some of those situations the past few days, it just really kind of remind me that, like, I really don't have anything in common with anyone in my area. In terms of the way we approach things in life, in terms of our goals. And it's not like, I don't know, it's not like people with my interests don't exist around here, because you know, I work at a bookstore and we sell a ton of manga, we sell a ton of like nerdy games and stuff, but like, I don't know, everyone that's really into that is either like really young, like 10 years younger than I am and have a lot more free time, or they're like my age and they have kids and don't really have a chance to like do stuff outside of their home. like meetup.com is not really a thing in our area. There's really not a way to like meet people. Basically in my area, if you want to get out, you just go out to one of the dive bars in the evening, and that's really about it. It's like, one, that's money. It's expensive. And then, you know, two, I don't know, my buddy and I we're kind of sick of seeing the same people all the time, and yeah, so we don't really go out all that much. But yeah, it's just there were just some incidents that I won't go into that happened this week with some customers that it just was just kind of like, man, I am so done with this area. I'm so done with it. But on the flip side, you know, again, I try not being too negative. You know, on the flip side, there is like the golden lining of it all, which is that, you know, things like that always kind of motivate me to try and get back in here and stream a little bit more. So, you know, that's one of the reasons why we're here. It kind of lights a fire under me. You know, I've lived most of my life through spite. So if I ever feel like not doing all that well, all it really takes is a couple of incidents, and it's like, well, fine, I'll be better than these people, right? I'll be more successful. I'll carve my own way. I'll make my own path, right? So yeah, it does kind of inspire me to get in here and start streaming a little bit more, make sure that we've got some content. But yeah, you know, I kind of did want to play Once Human, but I guess they put out some hot fixes to kind of fix a few of the performance issues. I did a Prime War earlier today after I woke up, and it seemed like it was running a little bit better, but there were still a couple of incidences of like lag spikes and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know if they fixed the issue with the NVIDIA codecs. I feel like that was really what was causing some issues last time we played. It was kind of rough trying to stream that and have VTube Studio up and all of that stuff open at the same time. Yeah, and it's got to be something with the new NVIDIA codecs that, you know, I didn't even know that they had new NVIDIA codecs until I like looked in my output settings here on Streamlabs, and it was like, oh hey, I've never seen this before. Okay, well, I guess that's the thing now. And I guess like other games, it seems like it's going okay. But yeah, for Once Human, it was definitely causing some trouble. Here, I'm actually gonna remember this time. Hey, look at that! Look at that! I'm getting better. I'm getting better at memorizing things. I gotta remember to put in my single target buffs whenever I hop into raid time, right? Yeah. Aside from that, you know, I was. Oh, hey, how come I have a new default portrait? That's weird. Haven't changed anything. Oh well, that's fine. It's okay. This is gonna be really scuffed. I haven't really done any of my weeklies for a couple of weeks now. It's really just a matter of getting my little token, I think. Here we go. Like most of my FF14 time, and I have played it a little bit in the off period, most of my FF14 time lately has just been grinding out the Omnicrafter stuff, trying to get everyone leveled up. I think I've got 3 more jobs that I gotta do. One of them is leather working, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, you know, it really has not been a whole lot of time for gaming. I was thinking last night, I really have not been sleeping well. And it's not like I haven't tried to go to sleep. I've actually been going to bed at a fairly decent time. But it's one of those sleeps lately where it's a very, very restless. And I can always tell whenever I wake up because my body feels so heavy, right? It feels like I'm made of stone. Instead of just waking up naturally or anything like that, it's almost kind of like, I wouldn't say painful, but it's very uncomfortable. Because again, it feels like I'm made of stone. Fine, here we go. Here we go. But like, even though I've been going to bed at a decent hour, well, for me anyways, we're still pulling V2 for hours. Let's make no mistake here. You know, I wake up and I'm not feeling very refreshed. Right, which ones we got here? All right, so we got front, 2 fronts, got it, and then it'll just be back and forth. It's fine. We can do it. Perfect timing. That worked out beautifully. Love it. Love to see it. Put up magic barrier. There we go. Yeah, so in addition to the longer shifts, they've been very tired shift. It's been a lot of white Kanto monster. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a lot of energy drinks. Okay, there we go. Right. So yeah, you know, the nice thing is the past couple of shifts we have had one of our people have come back for school that was gone most of the summer, and thankfully I haven't been like stuck at the cash register as much. I've been able to actually get out and about. It makes time go a little bit faster, I guess. So it's not been like all negative all the time. It's only so many toys and games that I can put up, but it's better than just kind of staring off into space. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be interesting. We've got like a big signing. I don't know. I'm always worried about 8-hour shifts just being stuck up there. It's the thing. I don't know if you've been able to tell or not. I wouldn't say like I'm necessarily a good creative. Like, I don't know if any of my stuff that we do is really like professional level. I try to be as professional as I can, and I would like to think that I do some things pretty well. Here we go. But, you know, I would like to say that I am a creative person. And, you know, for me, the death knell of any job is that it makes me bored. Like, I can put up with nasty customers, I can put up with, you know, weird coworkers, all kinds of stuff. I've been doing this a while. But if you make me bored, if you don't give me anything to do, and I'm just kind of like staring off into space, like it just kind of reaches that point where I'm like, why am I even here? I've got better things to do with my time. They might not make a whole lot of money, but I only have one life, and I'm sitting here like looking at this shelf for, you know, several hours at a time that I could be off learning new things, doing something interesting, improving myself. Oh, interesting. So we got 2 at the back. I don't think I've ever seen it like at the end there. There we go. Usually in the middle. There we go. Everyone panic running, trying to make space. There we go. Yeah, we got it done. That's why I like the VTubing thing. That's why it gives this like such a high priority, right? It's like, yeah, we're not pulling hollow numbers or anything like that, but it gives me a chance to breathe. You know, it gives me things to do, gives me things to think about. You know, it really kind of pushes me to try, you know, to try and create new content and create new things. Okay. Should be fine here. Might be close. Barely. Okay. That's kind of close. Go. And I'm like running all over the place this time around. Okay. And we'll have enough to get in. Another one. Oh god, this is gonna suck. I hate it when it starts on the inside. Ah, that's fine. Doesn't help that I was greeting a little bit, huh? It's fine. Don't worry about it. He said I haven't done this in a couple of weeks at this point. actually, come to think of it. Wonder where I am at on my totems. I think I had it last time that I checked. Yeah, I think I missed a week somewhere in there. Only 1 week. It's not a big deal since I'm not running savages or anything like that, but yeah, if I decide that I want to change that up again, it'd be nice to know and be ahead of the game, right? Okay. Okay, and back over here. Yo. Alright. I feel like we're making good time. We're doing alright. Should be it. This should be the finale. Yeah. Alright, line them up. Right. But you know, since I'm not running a whole lot of the in-game stuff right now, and I've just been kind of focusing on money and whatnot, I have taken a little bit of time to try and get some other stuff done in the game. I still need my Amaro mount, so I've still got all of that to deal with. Okay. Here we go. I've got my Rothgal that I've been trying to level up. So she's been going through the MSQ again. And, you know, it's been really interesting to kind of go through it. I haven't really been sitting and watching the cutscenes intently or anything like that. But you can definitely tell with the graphical upgrades and everything how much it has improved the game, at least the opening. Like, I'm not in any rush because they do not have all of the expansions completely upgraded with the graphics yet. Like, they're working on it a little bit at a time. But you can definitely tell in some of those zones, especially, I think, Analon looks really, really nice now. Like, especially when it rains, you can tell with the wet reflections on some of the landscape. Nowadays, it looks a lot better. Okay.
It's all over. Until next time.
Okay, we didn't get the orchestra, and that's fine. I think I'm good in terms of my actual gear, so I'm not about it. Yeah, it's been nice to kind of go through and see all of the stuff that we've done a billion times before and see it in kind of a whole new light. I think it looks really good. Save. Wait, did I get some, like, new gear or something and just forgot to glam over it? It was probably like a ring or something like that sitting on a character somewhere. There we go. Yeah, that's probably what it was. I probably forgot to glam. Press the glam button, even though it's a ring. A single ring, which you don't even notice on my characters for whatever reason. That's what does it. Alright. But yeah, it has been nice to kind of go back through. That might be something we can do as they start expanding it into the other parts of the game, into, you know, Stormblood and Heaven's Word and all of that. Maybe go back through and do a new game plus run, or, you know, level up a new alt or something like that. It'd be kind of nice. All right, so what do I want to level up right now? Where am I at? So I still need to get a little bit more on my warrior. I think that's what we're gonna do. That's what I was working on. Beast Gauge. I don't know why that's popping up again. Save. Here we go. I think I got everything recommended actually on right now. Okay. Yeah, that one's the closest, far and away. Let me see. Let's turn on some actions here. Do reduced rates and heat of battle. Probably go and buy a couple more at it. And then, ooh, think I can do anything with trust yet. Yeah, Shadowbringers. Ooh, actually, maybe I can. Insufficient item level. Oh no. Oh, that's what I was working on. Yeah. I needed more item level to do some of this stuff. How do I not have a decent, a high enough item level for this yet? I forget to turn something in. Help. I was just running Gimlet the whole time. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I guess we're doing Drowned City Scala. I don't remember anything about this one, but this is the highest one that I can do. And I don't want to hop into an actual party yet, since I don't really remember anything about the buttons. Okay. Upheaval. Okay, that was like my newest one that I remember. Here we go. I can't really remember if I wanted to use that or not. Guess I did. Like I said, I really do not remember anything about Warrior right now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. I feel like all of the stuff that I do remember was all like single target. I gotta remember I got my Storm's Eye that I gotta use. Okay. Yeah, I'm slowly getting back into it. Use that. Put some food on. Like, I'm not gonna get nearly as much XP as I would like, since this is such a low level dungeon compared to where I'm at. But we'll see it through either way. Maybe get a new piece of gear or something that might help me out later. So I think the thing with trusts, I like the trust system. You just got to figure out how to work it, right? Like, they always target like the opposite thing that you're targeting for whatever reason. But if you make sure and switch it up and go back to whatever they're actually attacking, it does go a little bit faster. It's still not great. Their DPS is tied to your DPS. So, you know, if you're just kind of scrubbing it like I am, it can take a little bit of time. But it's cool. Don't worry about it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, you know, with the job and everything, you know, I'm trying to think of some new things to do once we start having some more free time here in a couple of weeks. I'm really debating, I just don't know. Should we play FF16 when it comes out? I haven't decided yet. Like, I kind of wanted to keep it until the end of our Final Fantasy playthrough, because, you know, we've been playing them in order. So, you know, there's that, and we still don't have 8 done yet. So, yeah, I'm just not sure. But I know everyone's going to want to play it, and I know everyone's going to be watching it at the time. I'm really uncertain. So it's really kind of up to you guys on what you want to see. If you don't mind me going a little bit of out of order, you know, we can do FF16 on release. But yeah, like, I kind of like the idea of seeing how the games have grown over the years, which is one of the reasons that I've been doing it in a set order, right? So you can actually kind of see from the timeline the changes that have come over the years to the Final Fantasy franchise, right? Here we go. Guess I should be using some of my cooldowns. It's okay. Our healer won't let me die. You got my back, Alpha. No, you've been a bro. Okay. Yeah. Let's just shake it off. Got it. And we aren't even at the first boss yet. Yeah, that's one thing I've been kind of toying around with. And, you know, I'm still doing some stuff off stream, you know, getting into my guitar and tinkering around in Ableton or whatever. It's just, yeah, it's very difficult to do anything in Ableton if you don't have, like, a keyboard. Like, you can use an actual PC keyboard to do some of this stuff, but having like a musical keyboard would definitely help in terms of being able to create some of this stuff. But, you know, I've still been playing around, having some fun with it, trying to do my best to learn it as best as possible. And, you know, maybe create something original, new bumpers and whatnot. You know, just staying busy. Staying busy, trying my best. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm starting to remember. Yeah, that gives me 3 stacks of that. Gives me the opportunity to kind of do things as I please. That's my 50. Okay. Hydro push. Yeah, this one pushes me back. That's fine. Yeah. And then I know one of them is like Hydro Pool, but I can't remember which one is which. Okay. After all the time that it took to take down those, like, crash mobs, I feel like this is going pretty fast. I'm just going to... Oh, it's going to pull them back. Maybe. I'm gonna stick with these guys because I don't know what's happening. Ah, there we go. Hey, there's the pull. Now I remember. Surging Tempest stays up. There. Alright. Getting back into the habit of it. I feel like I'm comfortable enough now that I could probably hop into an actual party, do a leveling roulette or something. I'm just so close to 80. Really want to be done with it. I haven't even really looked to see what the level 100 one is for everybody. If it's another mount, you know, obviously I'll probably keep going with it. Hydro pull or hydro push? Ah. It kind of scuffs it a little bit, knowing ahead of time what they're gonna be doing, right? Like, they all got into position before the cast was even off. Like, I wonder which one it's gonna be. Oh, there it is. Okay. Maiming. Defending. That's alright. I can't remember if this is one of the dungeons that just gives me free loot once I'm done with it or not. Okay. And I really hope that I'm able to win one of those houses next week. I just really do. I feel like I just play so much more when I have an excuse to be in the game, right? Like, I love FF14, obviously, clearly. But I haven't played it a whole lot because I haven't had a whole lot of RP going on. I just haven't had a whole lot of reason to go out and see what the role-playing community is up to. I feel like being able to make my own photo studio would really help things out quite a bit. Give me an excuse to be back in, have some fun with the game, connect with some old friends, right? You know, when Dawn Trail first came out, that's the other thing, is I feel like the expansion was still relatively new. So we didn't really have a whole lot of RP events going on, which definitely affected things a little bit. Yeah, I think at this point I'm just kind of looking for an excuse to get back into the game and have some more fun. Here we go. Create some more bad decisions on Balmung. Because that's, you know, why would you not? Like, I've been trying to think, even just in my off time, you know, talk about getting a little ahead of yourself, right? Like, I've been trying to think of some room themes and what kind of items I'm gonna need. Like, I did the Rising event, and it was like, man, that lantern's really good. I could see myself using that lantern a lot. So, you know, I bought like 10 of those between a couple of different alts, and that's going to be something that'll end up going in one of the rooms at some point, right? Okay, yeah, these things are going down easily enough. I'm not concerned. Now, it could be completely different once I actually get in there and start actually trying to build the things. That's a whole process into itself. I'll probably end up doing a couple of streams where I'm just doing nothing but building the rooms, right? But I am really excited at the thought of it. Really hopeful. I need to get on my alts and count my money, because I'd really like to see if maybe I can't put into 2 bids. There we go. You know, and obviously I've never seen a large go up. In fact, I think in all of the time that I've been playing this game, I've never seen a large go up. Certainly not since the lottery started. If I have, it was like right when they opened up one of the new wards. But I am very, very surprised at how many mediums have been going up lately. I don't know if maybe that's not necessarily a good thing, because obviously it means people are not logging in as much and those houses are getting demoed. It could be that some of them moved as well. You know, they maybe transferred servers or something like that. But, you know, I'm going to swoop in while I can. I feel like this week is a really good week, and I don't know how many more weeks like this we're going to get in the future. Because once Balmung goes up, it goes up. It is almost impossible to try and get a spot once everything's full again. We'll just do what I can. Slow them all down as best as possible. Go. Yeah. I feel like we're doing all right. Wait, they did get... Okay, yeah, they did get slowed by my arms length. Panicking there for a second. Yeah, this is a lot. I don't know if Alfie can handle it. He's not used to this many mobs in one trash pool. That's the downside with the trusts. You would think, of being a scion of the Seventh Dawn, they'd be a little bit more aware. We've taken on entire armies before, but 5 mobs in one dungeon? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, that's too much. All right. Yeah, the other thing with making the house is that I've got to try and come up with some themes, some rooms that are a little different. Like I talked about it before, that I feel like a lot of photo studios have very similar sets for whatever reason. I got to find something good. You know, now that Sholani is around, like I kind of wanted to make a Western set, but now that Sholani exists, like it kind of takes care of a lot of the Western theming stuff, right? And you don't necessarily need it as much anymore. You can just go to the zone and have some fun there. I remember nothing about you, ma'am. I am sorry. There we go. Ah, there we go. Hey, did I just waste like half of my cooldowns on something that's not even targetable? I guess I did. Okay. Well, you live and you learn. That's what I get for yapping. We got this. We got this. I gotta believe. Shifting light. Oh, that's right. This is the Spriggan one, and I gotta drop stuff like in front of these things or whatever. Something like that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Now I remember. Alright, go ahead and just spam this. Yeah. Oh, come on. Alright, which ones we got now? They used to move. Yeah, I remember when these guys used to like move around a bunch. There we go. Bit cool. Mystic light. Okay. Hey, I forgot that Aaron Bolt's with us on this one. I really can't remember what all was happening around this point in the story quest. Anything else new? No, man. Fitting is just nowhere around. I'm not having any luck with gear. To be honest, I don't even know if any of this gear is even really helpful to me. I don't think there's anything in here that actually improves my eye level all that much. And I guess I can use some totems, some poetics. It's just, man, I really hate using poetics because my bags are so full. My bags are so heavy. Got like 8 years of gameplay backed up in those bags. I've tried to clear them out as best as possible. I finally cleared out a bunch of my crafting stuff, and it was just, it didn't help any. It's helped zero spaces. Go. It's basically the opposite problem that I have in real life, right? Where in real life I might buy new shirts once every couple of years, if that. All right. I was looking for some shirts the other day. I was like, man, I haven't really bought new clothes in a while, and I'm kind of in a mood. It was like going through the old Spencer's, right? Spencer's website. I'm like, man, the shirts that I want, I can't even really wear out in public, so there's that. Spending $35 on some anime feet shirts, right? Just I can't do it. It's about that time. I need to like make a trip up to the old city and actually buy some work clothes and stuff. Try and find some pants. My jeans are starting to get a little ratty. And then I come in here and it's like, well, I have no bags. I have too many clothes. I have way too many clothes. Glams are life. I dress better in the game than I do in real life. Alright, which one are you guys going to be attacking this time? Ooh, I think we're all attacking the same one. That's what I like to see. I might be able to get through this dungeon by the time my food wears off. Wow. Realized it was going to take that long. Yeah, this used to be the one where you turn into the little guy, right? You turn into the guy and you would float across, and now you don't float across anymore, and people were really upset about it. It was kind of awkward. I'm not, let's be real. Let's be honest. It's not like the time we lost coin counter. Like the floating guys were a little more, why is this even a thing? It was a cool visual. Not really sure that it added anything. I guess I can use some mitigation. I haven't really been using it. I feel like I got to get into a better habit of it. Like, you don't really need it when you got a duty support, but, you know, when you start getting into the leveling roulettes, why not? Okay. Nope. Yeah, you know, I've been looking forward to some new stuff to watch too. I finally finished Crash Course in Romance, which I really liked. I mean, you know me and my K-dramas. I had a really good time with it, but I am kind of picky with K-dramas, believe it or not. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I gotta find some new stuff to watch. You know, I guess Beetlejuice comes out here pretty soon. I'll probably go to the theaters and see that. I do love some classic Tim Burton. I've heard it's okay. You know, it could have been a lot worse. It's not like the greatest cinema to ever see the screen. But it's fun. It's Beetlejuice. You got Michael Keaton hamming it up again, which is really all that I asked for. So I'll probably go see that. Mostly I've just been like rewatching Inside Out 2 over and over again. My coworker finally watched it the other night too. He really enjoyed it. And we were having a moment. We were like, you know what? Yeah, this is kind of what it's like. Have you ever not been able to stop thinking? You ever wonder what anxiety is like and just constantly just zooming around up there? Like, yeah, that's pretty much what it's like. Probably the best visual representation of it that I've ever seen. I don't get like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's anxiety, but it's not really anxiety. A lot of spite. But I am, like I said, like I've always got ideas, and like whenever I get something in mind that I really want to accomplish, it can be difficult, right? It can be difficult to stop thinking. A lot of times that I end up having trouble sleeping or something like that is because like there's something that I really want to do. I've done that several times before. Tail swipe. I don't know why I'm hit with a bold stack on something that I can't avoid because I'm the tank, right? Maybe I can avoid it. I don't know. Like I've said before, but like if I'm having like a really good time making something, whether it's editing videos, whatever it happens to be, right? Coming up with something for the stream, even just streaming itself. Like I will go without sleep. I will, you know, I'll forget to eat. I'll go a long time without eating. It is not like I'm like having a bad time doing any of it, right? It's just, you know, I'm in that zone. And yeah, you know, it's to some people, I feel like they don't really understand what that is like. But again, like I also live in an area where everyone's like, just go to work, you settle with your lot in life and make do with what you got and be content, right? And it's like, I will never be content. I've got too much stuff that I want to do. I don't make sure that I've got my buffs up. No. I couldn't never just sit around and just like be okay doing one job that's just a job my entire life. Like I've got to have more meaning to it than that, right? I feel like that's a pretty big reason why I get into it. Here we go. I get so into like the creative process on certain things, right? It's because I don't know. I want to leave my mark, right? I think that's kind of what everyone kind of wants to do. I feel like a lot of people are just like, well, my mark is my kids. And I'm like, well, I don't want kids. I knew that. I knew that from a very young age. Like, that is 100% not for me. So it's like these YouTube videos, whatever books that I write, or whatever creative content that I can create, like, that is my mark. That's what I'm leaving behind, right? All right. So that just makes it feel so much more important than I feel like other people, where it's just like a hobby that you do. It's like, no, this is my life. This is what I'm leaving. I get anything good? Already have that card. Okay, so this is not one of the ones that gives you free loot. Well, that's kind of rough. That kind of sucks. I can't be glib about it. All right. Well, I didn't really gain anything from that, unfortunately. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually going to take like a quick 10-minute break and switch over my characters. And then, yes, I'm gonna level up one of my ults for a little bit of time. We're gonna do some MSQ on my Rothgal. So just bear with me for a bit, and yeah, I'll see you in like 5-10 minutes. Oh god. Bear with me. I gotta change some stuff. This is all like, wait ever. What do we got? Circle of Scorn. Can't remember which one's which. Sentinel I put there. Hey. Yeah, like all my key bindings are like way different. Iron Will, I gotta find out where I'm putting Iron Will. I'll put it there where I normally put Interject. Yeah, I don't know why all this got messed up. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Shieldtron I put there. Where was Total Eclipse? Where was Total Eclipse? Where are you? Around here somewhere. Maybe not. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Then oh, there's Total Eclipse. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Circle of Scorn is there. I don't think I had anything. There's arm's length. There we go. That's the important one there. All right. I think we're good. So yeah, you know, I'm in that point leading up to Garuda, which should be interesting because I haven't done Garuda since all of the new stuff. Right, all of the updates. I don't know if Garuda's gotten a facelift or not. Be interesting to see. Of course, we got Warkensaw, my chocobo on this one. Dude, that was very. I figured that was a good name. Okay, David. Where are you? Alright, but yeah, I got my milk, getting my vitamin D. It's just been like it's not even that I'm like I haven't been getting sun the past couple days. It's just been so hot. It's been awful. We got the old corn sweats. I don't know if you've seen that, but I guess corn causes it to get like super humid, and most of the Midwest right now is going through the corn sweats this time of year. So it's super hot, it's super humid. It's awful to be outside right now. So even though I've been getting a little bit of sun, it's not always willingly. Just feeling the heat death of the universe every time I step out the front door. Even going out the other night for a convenience run, get like a bag of chips and a soda or whatever. 70% humidity or something like that at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was rough. It was very, very rough, to say the least. And I thought this was the one where I had to like fight the little pirate skeleton. Yeah, the siren, but I guess not. You got through all that. That's fine. Oh no, there we have it. There we go. I thought I know my MSQ. I've only done this 6 or 7 times now. What madness would take over me? What? Who would do such a thing? Oh, role players, that's who. We know no bounds. This is nothing. This is nothing compared to when we had to do it in WoW. Speaking of, you know, the War Within, that's another one I'll probably end up skipping. You know, I was vaguely curious about it. My buddy's been playing it a little bit, and he hasn't said much about it, but I've been seeing like sort of positive things about it. But then I saw that like the new zones are still dragon riding only, and I'm like, nope, that's a pass. If I can't use just regular flight, then I'm 100% not interested. Dragon riding is like one of the worst mechanics in that game to me. As someone who likes to explore and just kind of wants to veg out sometimes and just play things while I watch on my second monitor or do things on stream, like having to maintain like constant awareness of whatever's happening on my main screen so I can actually like fly is just not my thing. I'm not interested in it. Like, give me just regular flight. People want dragon riding, sure, add it as an option. Like, it shouldn't be the default for anything. Like, having you constantly at your keyboard is just bad game design for an MMO. I'm sorry. MMOs are are one of those things that are kind of built off the fact that you can kind of do a lot of things at the same time and do things on another monitor or watch TV and just kind of grind out for a little bit, right? So yeah, you know, I was considering maybe getting it, but once I saw that, it was just an instant. And I don't know, maybe the rest of the expansion is fine. Maybe it's actually genuinely fun. I heard leveling is really fast, but I just can't do the dragon riding thing. Not interested. Okay. Plus, I mean, like, I really didn't like Light at all. I really didn't. I know, like, there's a lot of people that I've looked at online who said it's like one of the best expansions since like MOP, and I'm like, how? Like, everything is so regimented. Like, the idea of it being just an open world and exploring on your own and feeling like you've been isekai'd into another realm, like, none of that existed. Like, everything you did would just have a pop-up saying, hey, here's what to do for the next step, and collect these things, right, to unlock this next thing. And it's just, I'm sorry, I don't want a big list of things like that. I want to be able to kind of go out and just explore the world on my own sometimes. I feel like I was not able to do that in Dragonflight. It felt very much by the book on everything that it was doing. If War Within is continuing that trend, like, I'm sorry, it's just not my thing. Oh, I thought I actually had to fight the siren. I guess not. Okay, that's cool. You again. Got rid of you. That's alright. Like, we've got plenty of other games we still got to get through. Plenty of other stuff on the list that's going to take a while, so I'm not super concerned about it. It was just kind of like a passing interest. It's just one of those things where it's like, you know, it was such a big part of my life for so long. I mean, it was such a big part of this channel, and that's how we got started, was making those 10 like rare item things and that kind of stuff, right? And you know, you hear about a new expansion, you kind of get that itch of being like, maybe this time. But you know, I've done that a few times where, okay, it's like a rally going on outside. But yeah, there's been a few times where even if I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to WoW, I would end up buying the expansion on release and ended up playing it anyways. But yeah, the past few times that I've done that and gotten burned and just have not liked the direction of it, I'm using all of my willpower to stop that from happening. And you know, it helps that my willpower is also tied to my bank, so you know, saving money is good. Alright, so we've also got a new warrior quest to do. Guess we can go do that real quick. Might as well. New Pally quest. We're still in that. We're still in the era where I have to do these quests to unlock things. So might as well. Can't remember what I unlocked with this one. Come on, there we go. Yeah, there's still a fair amount of lag when there's a lot of people around. All right, what you got for me? Do I gotta go find the chess piece this time? I can't remember. Obtain the gallant armor. Cool. All right. But yeah, you know, I ended up buying Dragonflight eventually, so you know, we'll give it a time. We'll give it a year or so. See what the landscape looks like after that. I did like the idea that it's like 3 mini expansions instead of like full-blown stuff. I'm not opposed to that. But I mean, most of the other things about it I didn't really... weren't super interesting to me. Like, I don't need an earthen. Really my thing. Yeah. And then there's still all the issues with a lot of the community. Not just what we typically think of when it comes to like the WoW community, right? But for me specifically, like the RP community over on WoW tends to be a lot more, how do I put this? A lot more pedantic and drama prone to what I've experienced in FF14. So it's like there's really not really a home for me there anymore. I don't really get along with most of the other RPers in WoW, as opposed to FF, where I feel like everyone's just kind of chilled out a little bit more. And maybe that's changed too. I mean, again, it's been a couple of years, but it doesn't help that, from what I understand, you know, I was on Wormrest Accord, and I guess the Alliance side of things over there is really just kind of tanked. I guess a lot of people moved over to Moonguard and stuff. It sounds like Shadowland just really kind of messed up the balance of everything over there in terms of population. The few times that I actually tried to do a little bit of RP during Dragonflight, it was just, there was no one there. It was a ghost town in Stormwind, which I never thought I would see the day. Like, almost my entire time playing there, if I did want to RP, there was usually some people out and about. And I know Moonguard has always been a little bit bigger for Alliance, but usually I was able to find, you know, more than enough people. It's not like Wormrest was ever a small server, right? But yeah, it was rough trying to find anyone to talk to. Now, usually you'd go down, hang out at the Mage's Quarter, outside the tavern there. You know, line up against the wall, say hi, get your walk-up RP. But yeah, that was basically non-existent the last time that I logged in. And again, you know, new expansion, things have changed. I don't know what's different. Could be very different now. I've heard that quite a bit of the RP has moved to Duskwood. But yeah, it is what it is. It's just one of those things that I kind of think about every now and then, but ultimately FF14 is my home at this point. I'm just much more comfortable here, I think. And it just looks better. I'll admit, whenever I logged into Dragonflight to play a little bit, I was like, wow, this is definitely, these are definitely some graphics. We'll put it that way. The whole way that they model their armor and stuff is still very heavily based on painting your character model. They've gotten a lot better about having little bits and bobs that are actually 3D modeled, but it's still not great. It's still got a ways to go. We're down there, okay. Fine, don't worry about it. Choco Buddy will heal me. Okay, maybe this was not the way to go. This is gonna end badly. I don't know if Choco Buddy has any cures yet. Whoops, my bad. I really should have thought that through, huh? It's fine. Don't worry about it. I thought it would do some damage. I didn't think that it was going to take off, like, all of my health. Alright, map. Take me away, boys. So I guess I gotta go the long way around, go down that way. It's kind of annoying. We'll play it safe. Actually, come to think of it, how is Choco Buddy doing? I level anything on him yet? He's rank 3. Oh. You actually can use Choco Regen. Ace. Put that in there. Excellent. I guess I should have been leveling that a little bit more, huh? That might have solved a few problems. Oh, that's right. I need to make sure and get a Thav Onion on Kyra, too. Ooh. Go ahead and get you out of the way, too, while I'm at it. I don't know what all I need. I know I'm going to need some of these for my Grand Company leaves. Grand Company book. So I can actually, like, get rank whatever. Actually turn in some stuff. There we go. Yeah, Maelstrom 8. That's good to see. Worst comes to worst, I guess I can make another animal weapon. Oh, buddy. Everyone's favorite grind in the game. Honestly, I will take an anima or an apple weapon over the Eureka weapons any day. God, I hate the Eureka weapons. I still don't have my Eureka armor. Really nice glowy one. I've been working on that on Kyra for like 5 years now. I'm still nowhere where I need to be. There we go. This is much better. This is a lot more reasonable. Yeah, heal me up. There we go. Look at that. Look at us. Who would have thought? All right. Well, should be it. Porta Genlands, is it back into Ul'dah? Yes. All right, that should be it. Then I got my capstone quest. Get my full armor. That's really why I chose Paladin to level up. I actually switched from Summoner to Paladin whenever I used my free Fantasia to turn this character into a Rothgal. I figure a Paladin on a Catgirl looks really cool. I haven't actually seen too many with it, and to be honest, I'm very surprised I have not seen that many Femroths all that much, just in general. Now, to be fair, again, I have not really had a chance to interact with a whole lot of the community lately. Oh, so it's just cover? Fine. I'll save that for later. I don't think I pressed cover once in all of the time that I played this game. But yeah, you know, again, I have not spent a whole lot of time hanging out with the usual crowd. So it's possible that there are more than I think. But yeah, I really have not seen all that many out about. Once in a blue moon. I genuinely thought they would be a lot more popular than they have been. I love mine. I love Yenzel here. She's pretty cool. All right. Okay, so let's see. Is this... Use the true heart to lure out the crystal barrier. All right, so I got to go through, what is that, the White Wolf Gate? I can't remember. See, I think that's the White Wolf Gate, because that's the one. Yeah, you have to do the little quest and be like, hey, you're allowed to go through here now. Yeah, look at that. All right. Yeah, and I got to fight the big Spriggan. At least want to get to Garuda here. I can't be up too late. Like I said, I got that long shift tomorrow, and it's gonna suck. We got like a big book signing or something like that. I don't know. But thankfully, after that, we'll have a few days off, and I'll be able to stream quite a bit. So that's something to look forward to. Just a little bit of time. I can get through one day. I'm like 10 levels above you. Oh wait, no, he's a little bit higher level. Scratch that. Not bad. Go. Target is not in range. Here we go. Yeah, we'll have a few days off, and yeah, we got Labor Day coming up. So, yeah, we'll have that to look forward to. Yeah. Now, I'll have some longer shifts next week. Next week is like the last week that I have. Like the longer days. But they only have me scheduled for a couple of them. So, you know, in terms of days off, we'll have plenty of streams to go through. I actually am, like, super kind of interested in where FF8 is going to be going from this point forward. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of grinding off stream and just try and get myself caught up, because that last stream was rough. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty difficult on my end. So we'll just, you know, see how we can go and try and get caught up, try and get some money. Now that I'm in a town, now that I have a way to actually buy tents, all right? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that'll be like an off-stream thing, kind of like what I did for FF6. You know, I can just kind of veg out, watch some Netflix. I've started another K-drama. I can't remember the name of it because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was kind of in a fugue state, trying to watch. Oh wait, this is wrong way. Gotta go down a little bit. Yeah. So I only got like 10 minutes in before I basically just passed out. But it seemed really good. It's about the lawyer who's cursed. And like he meets with this investigative reporter or something like that who might be able to cure him or something. I don't know. Like the devil in me or something like that. It's another romance, as K-dramas tend to be. Very much my thing. I'm very much into the romances right now. I figure, you know what? I've accepted the fact that I'm going to die single. So as long as I don't die poor, I can live vicariously through a bunch of 80s rom-coms and K-dramas, and I'll be okay. I've accepted my fate. There we go. It's kind of nice. I figure, you know, once you accept your fate, you can be as shallow as you want to be. I can be surface level and no one can blame me for it. Like, well, you're never gonna get anyone like that. And be like, I know. I no longer care. Do you have money? There we go. Alright. It's fine. I'm not really in a position anyways to really worry about all that stuff. My heart is in the streams right now. My heart is with you guys. With trying to make the channel what we can. Try and do my best. Build our own life. And we can worry about all that other stuff. Once there's a little stability. But as always, you know, if you want to help with the goal of getting me to escape retail hell. And the living situation that I am in. You know, like and subscribe. Same as always. You know, every little bit counts. Obviously, I love super chats and that kind of thing, but I never require anything like that of you guys. Every little bit, you know, it goes a long way, but as long as you guys are having fun and we're enjoying the streams, that's what it's all about, right? Everything else will come in its own time. All right, are we finally here? Do I finally get to fight Garuda? I think we do. I think we are there. I'm sure she just melts now. Especially if we get a Pictomancer in there. Guess that's been a big point of debate, is that they buffed everyone, but they didn't buff Pictomancer, right? So I guess a lot of people are saying it's inherently a Pictomancer nerf. And it's like, I guess if, like, I don't know, it's just a very dumb argument, I feel. People are very upset. Wait, is all of this stuff new to me? Hey, it is. Okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and put those on then. It's a shame the level 50 gear isn't that great. Not my favorite. It's definitely not Endwalker. Endwalker's pally is like, that's a paladin. That's like the key art, right? But yeah, the 50s, it's a little stocky, a little blocky. All right, let's see how this goes. I am curious. I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, I need to get that chess piece. The Howling Eye. See how long this takes. See if we get someone doing the roulettes. Yeah, you know, we've come a long way this year. You know, it's obviously been we've been trying to do our best to get to that 1500, and slowly but surely, you know, a couple days we gain a few, some days we lose a few. I don't really know what's going on because YouTube analytics doesn't really tell me a whole lot, but you know, I've said before, all I can really do is make the content that I like to watch. I feel like that's just a good mindset for streamers in general. I talked about that last time, a couple times ago, where I feel like people feel like they have to meet certain tropes or something like that. And like there are certain things that definitely help, but if you're not enjoying it, or you don't think that that's going to fit the kind of personality you've got, that's not going to help you at all, right? Try to squeeze yourself into a box. So just make the kind of content that you like to watch and go from there, right? But yeah, overall, I feel like we've had a pretty good year so far. We're a little over halfway through it. We're entering that final third, right? So I think 1500 is definitely within it's in striking distance. We'll just put it that way. I'm gonna try and be, you know, a little bit better about making the old clips and the shorts and that kind of stuff whenever we have clippable moments or something. But you know, it's not something I'm also gonna force. It's gonna happen if I feel like there was a good discussion to talk about. There's something that I think might have been kind of interesting, but aside from that, yeah, you know, thanks a ton for sticking with me through most of this year and helping us grow the channel. I feel like it's coming along. We're doing okay. You know, I really thought when I first started the VTubing thing, like I thought like a lot of the old subs would just like vanish, right? But thankfully that hasn't been the case. It seems like people have been pretty chill with me moving to the VTuber thing, trying out different content, have a good time with it. And obviously I like my beautiful model that I have worked so hard at rigging on, and Hana did such a good job creating. Just feels nice finally being me instead of free booth guy, right? This is such a better model. I truly enjoy it. In fact, let me take off the jacket because it is extremely hot. It is so hot in here. Yeah, you know, there's still a few things that I feel like we haven't done in a while. I don't think I've done like a guitar stream with the new model yet. That one's always tricky. Like most of the time we just end up getting in there and playing Metallica covers, and I don't know. I feel like I need to learn some new songs. It's just at this point, like that's really all I've been doing is just playing Metallica stuff. You know, I only have a few minutes here and there, so that's just kind of what it ends up being, right? Yeah, so OB Katie Cat had a couple more clips up the other day that were really good, and it kind of inspired me to be like, okay, well, sure, let me give it a go, right? The problem is, like, I downloaded VTube Studio on the phone, but I don't have a way to plug it in. Yeah. Yep. So I don't have a way to plug it in, which makes it very, very difficult trying to do clips like that. Like, she usually has her model out and everything, right? Like, you can see her guitar and her model moving around, and that's kind of what I want to do. Yeah, it's a little rough right now. Now, my Pixel can definitely handle the IR tracking and stuff. Like, I did a little bit of testing on the free models that they have, but yeah, I have no way to plug it in on my on my computer. Like I don't have a Type C cable. I don't think I've got a converter on me. I can probably get one easy enough. Oh. Only doing this? There we go. It comes. Yeah, if I can get something that will where I can plug it in, then yeah, you know, it might offload a little bit of work and I might be able to do those like dual streams like we did the card stream the other night. You know, I'll be able to do that and actually have my model running at the same time. So I am working on it. It's just there's some very unique technical circumstances that I have to worry about. I was trying to explain all of this to my best friend the other night. He was like, well, why don't you do this and, you know, try this and that kind of thing. Like all of the stuff that I have very clearly considered, right? I feel like a lot of people try offering suggestions as though I have not considered these things before. But yeah, he was trying to describe all this stuff and I was like, dude, I've thought about all of this. And then I was trying to describe like my setup situation. And even he was like, oh, dude, that's, I can't even begin to imagine what kind of thing, what kind of situation you're living through right now with all of these problems. Yeah, only having like one wall that I can plug things into. So good, I got a little facelift. Yeah, you can definitely see on the feathers. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, one wall that actually has plugins, and then I only have 2 plugins, and all of them are taken. Like my desk has to be looking a certain way so it can actually like hit my computer, and then also all of my monitors and stuff, and have my cable link actually work. Yeah, it's just a mess. It's pretty bad. We'll just put it that way. So yeah. But yeah, I am working on it one way or another. I want to try and get this done and get this figured out. I think offloading it to my phone, because the phone is pretty good. I just need a way to keep it plugged in so the battery doesn't run out. It is a few years old. It does have some battery issues at this point. So I gotta kind of keep an eye out. There's no way I would be able to do like probably more than maybe an hour stream with how it's set up right now. Battery would just, the VTube Studio would just absolutely murder it. All right. Well, that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it for tonight. You know, like I said, I just kind of want to get in and ramble for a little bit. It felt like a very casual Zatsu day. I wanted to play a little bit of FF14. But, you know, we'll be doing quite a bit over the next week. Like I said, I gotta feed this cat early in the morning, the first few days next week. So more than likely the streams will actually be morning streams for once, since I gotta be up anyways. I might as well go ahead and stream when I get back home. And outside of that, yeah, you know, we've got some stuff to finish. Got some more Horizon, we got some FF8. If I can figure out how to get Once Human working with VTube Studio again, in Streamlabs, then, you know, might throw that in there too. But yeah, we've got a lot to catch up on. But that being said, you know, thanks again for hanging out with me, having a good time, just you know, listening to me ramble for a little bit. Hope everyone has a good start to your weekend. Hope it was well deserved, and you know, be safe out there over the next couple days. All right, well, take care, everybody. Have a good night. Bye bye.